So, I had this dream. In my dream, there was this girl, and she was constantly being whipped. Um, I guess this girl gave her a pack of like she kept sneaking, um, like a pack of cigarettes to this girl, and she wasn't supposed to be smoking. And she was getting whipped for it. They would take her into the shack, and they would whip her, and you would hear the screams so loud. And it was for the other girl. They were both pregnant, but the girl snuck it to the other girl, and the girl always got whipped for her wrongs. And then there was a part of the dream where this little boy was about to lose his father, and you can tell this boy was like kind of being beaten on because his eye was messed up, but he loved his father, and his father was about to pass. He sat down one last time where his father's cane was, and his father was coming near him, and he was afraid. He was like, no, I'm not going to touch your cane. I just want to sit here. His father pulled him up. He didn't hurt him or anything. He handed him this, his son handed him this notebook, and he had a notebook as well. Well, yeah, and he was flipping through the pages. Excuse me. He was flipping through the pages, and as he was flipping through the pages, he was like, you hear the sound, and it was the sound of the pages, like, it was like a musical thing for him. He liked the sound of the pages flipping. They looked out the window, and on the roof there were a whole bunch of notebooks and pages. And I guess he was attracting this. He was attracting the notebooks, and they were all flipping the way him and his son was flipping their notebooks. And on the roof, that's where it was like a whole bunch of people. I guess they were protesting against whoever was down there. Was a whole bunch of different people, and they were protesting against those people, or not to touch. I guess not to touch the house or something, to touch his home. Um, and that's when I seen a girl on the other side screaming and going into the shack to get whipped. And then there was this incident with the grandfather where it was all the I think they were grandchildren or something, and they put the youngest in the bed with him that was married, and they made them um, commit incest. And after that, he was disgusted, it's like his soul died, and he was on the ground just soulless. They said that he died, and he did. He died inside, but he was still alive. His body was still alive, but I think his soul had died from what had just happened. Um, it was also so after that he passed on February 10th. He died because there was actually a date that they kept showing. It was on the 10th of a month. I'm pretty sure it was February. So then after that, I'm laying in my bed. That's when I come into the picture. I'm laying in my bed, and I'm just, I'm laying on a certain side, and I guess we shared bed. And I was like, "Am I laying on your side?" He was like, "No, I'm laying on that side." And they wanted to go to the bathroom, and it was a big old farting sound. I'm like, ugh. And I wanted to go to the other side. So that was that part. But then there was another part of the dream where there was an incident, and in this incident, it was some people. Um, this one girl was like, she who caused the incident. She was like, "Well, I'm a throw something at this thing and say it was you." And then she drove down and crashed into some car dealership and wound up making a mess of everything. Like the cars was all messed up. Um, then they wound up. It was like an explosion in one area. This car, somebody was exploded. Their car exploded. I think it was like a gas or something, and a guy's leg was blown off. There was another wreck where I don't know. It was that part is kind of foggy, but I can see this person is jumping. It's an older person. He was like dodging every single incident because if they were around, then they would have got caught in it, and they would have like it would have been them instead of the people that was dying. Um, so they was jumping over everything that would have caused their death, and by the end of I guess I would say it's like a death obstacle course, honestly. And it was a woman, so she made it out of it, and she jumped over this fire. But then after it all, like a whole bunch of people died, but after it all, her guts, it's like her guts were outside, like outside of her body. Like she was walking and she had these splits in her legs. Um, yeah, like down um, her leg. I don't know what it's called. It's like before the ankle. So that part of her leg was sliced open, and it was like weird stuff coming out. No, it was just sliced open, and you can see the bone, and her guts were like everything was falling down, and she was walking, and I guess the person she was walking with was her daughter because it was a woman. They yelled out for them to come to the gathering, a family gathering or something, and she was like, "No, I'm not." She was like, "We just gonna go home," and that girl was mad, and the other girl was like, "That's her mom, just let her go if she wanna go." So they was walking, and she was walking with her mom, going back home, and all her guts was just pouring out the whole time. If she wasn't dead, you would think like she was like a zombie walking or something. It was weird. Um, but yeah, um, there was other parts to this dream as well. Um, there was a part where I was, there was like this machine. I put my coin in this machine, and it was like, you don't have to, but then you can. I'm like, I don't know what I should do. Because I wanted to play this game, but they kept saying it needed a coin and it didn't need a coin, so I ended up putting a coin in there. And then all my change came pouring out, like all my change and some extra stuff that, everything was just coming out. So I'm just like, oh, I got all my stuff back. And I just put everything in my purse because I guess it was my change, all my change that I put in here. So I wound up getting that back. And there was this girl that was sitting next to me, and she was like, I guess she was looking for. Well, they was all coming towards my change and stuff, like because of a whole bunch of money and stuff. Um, so yeah, and then she wound up. I forget what she did, but I just know they all started coming around me. Oh, and then there was this part where I was. It was this little video they was making. It was like a horror funny video, and I guess I was with some guy at the time, and it was like he not going to work, and it was like no because he's upset or something like that. So then, um, him and his friends wound up getting him out of the funk, like the funky attitude, and they wound up like making this possession demonic video where I was being thrown everywhere. Like it was this video was so weird because it actually looked like I was being thrown by a ghost. Like I was getting up and I was trying to do something and this ghost just kept throwing me around. And we wound up, I guess it was on Netflix. I was like, well, they got a little Netflix account. They could put their videos out. So yeah, we wanted to go into the Netflix account, and he got a whole bunch of views on their videos, and we wound up finding our video. I'm like, all right, so our video was posted because we posted the video without them knowing. So we went ahead and posted it, and then another prank was like we was gonna delete the video on the camera and act like we didn't know nothing about the account, so they didn't know that we posted the video on Netflix. So when they came home and they seen the video was off of the camera, they was gonna be angry, like, we made that video, we took all this time making that movie, and now it's gone, you know. So that's the reaction he was looking for, but they didn't know that we had already published the video to Netflix on their account. So, yeah, I think that's all of my dream. And I just had this dream, like I'm literally up right after I had the dream, like I couldn't get off my mind. So yeah. Like, comment, subscribe, be notified, and share at your own free will to show you care. Bye.